After Jesus was raised from the dead, it's fascinating. In Luke chapter 24, he appeared to the disciples and he said, "Do you have anything here to eat?" I'm sure he was hungry, but I also am sure that he wanted them to know that he could eat, that he was in an actual, literal, physical body. So he was raised from the dead in a body, the same body that he was crucified in, although it had undergone some changes as far as evidently the way that it looked, as the beatings and all of the things that he went through would have caused to happen. But he ate with them also at the end of John's gospel. But we need to understand that he ate in their presence, and then he began to tell them, this is all the fulfillment of things I told you before it happened. I told you these things were going to happen. And one of the things I told you was that everything that has been written about me in the Old Testament had to be fulfilled. And then he began to explain to them and to talk to them about his suffering, his death on the cross, and what he went through and why. Things he taught them before it happened that they didn't understand, but now he's really got their attention because of the resurrection. So when we think about Peter denying Jesus before he was crucified and all the apostles fleeing him the night that he was arrested out of fear, and then later on they're standing up in Jerusalem preaching the resurrection of Jesus, putting their lives on the line, what made the difference? What made the difference was they saw the resurrected Lord, and they saw that it was truly him. And they were his eyewitnesses that went out to preach the message of salvation through Jesus. The resurrection is true. It is real. It is based on solid testimony. And the most solid testimony is eyewitness testimony of those who saw him after he was raised from the dead. And they wrote that down for us as they gave their lives to this and dedicated themselves to preaching Jesus as both Lord and Savior.